Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Hi, my name is Vivek. I'm a robotics support engineer here at STEMpedia. A very good evening to all of you. Hi, Binu. Hi, Swati. Hi, Ruby. Hello, everyone. So we will be starting shortly in some time. Till that, I request all of you to please join our Telegram group. The link is shared in the chat box. I will also share the QR code. You can scan that QR code and join our Telegram group from that also. Hi Nidhi, hi Shamya, hi Shlok. Okay, Ruby. So what is your actual name then? I'm sharing the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and join the Telegram group, because on the Telegram group you will be getting all the updates and the support as well. Okay, Udyan. So you're Udyan. Okay, Udyan. Hi everyone. Hello Ashmi. Hello Tanmay. So we will be starting in another 2-3 minutes. Till the time you can share the link with all of your friends and ask them to join. Scan the QR code on your screen that you can see on your screen and join the Telegram group for all the supports and updates. So here on the Telegram group, we will be giving you all the updates as well as we will be supporting you 24/7. So you can join the Telegram group. Hi everyone. Hi Salkal from Maria Public School, Shlok from Amity International School, Noida. It's so nice to see you all here. A very good evening, Raghav. Hi there, Rev. So we will be starting very shortly. Till the time, I request all of you to scan the QR code and join the Telegram group. Once again, requesting all of you to join the Telegram group. We will be starting very shortly. Hi, everyone. Telegram not opening. Pratham, I'm just asking all of you to scan the QR code on the screen and join the Telegram group. So with me, I have my colleague, Miss Rupa Shri. Hello, Rupa ma'am. Can you hear us? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Hi everyone. Yes, Vivek, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm super fine. Very excited for today's session as well.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
am
you
too,
all
ma'am.
will have fun.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, everyone. So starting with today's session, so let's begin. So in today's session, I will be giving you guys introduction to Python programming. So in the last session, a lot of you guys were interested in learning Python and learning the way to learn and to code using Python programming in Pictoblox application. So we will be doing that in today's session, and we will be making a very fun activity as well. Once again, asking all of you to scan this QR code on your screen and join the Telegram group. Moving forward, I'm just going to play this video and let me know if we can hear the sound or not. So this video is just to give you a little overview about Codeavour 2022. It's just a recap of telling you everything necessary, giving you all the necessary details about Codeavour.
For the fourth consecutive year, bringing you the biggest international AI and programming competition for kids, Codeavour 2022 International 4th Edition. To make kids aware and inspire them to brainstorm over emerging issues, to make the world a better place, kids need to build solution-based projects on the following theme: save the environment, strengthen the health infrastructure, revolutionize the agriculture, automate the surroundings, make smart transportation system. You can make anything and everything you want, from stories to games, from software-based AI projects to hardware-based projects. Pictoblox, an international AI education and coding platform. You can learn to code, make interactive animations and games, interesting projects based on AI, program actions for robots, and much more. With Pictoblox app now available on Play Store, you can even make your project for the competition on the go. Anyone above 7 years old and falling under 3 age groups can. Yes, you can either participate as a one-person army or in a team of 2 with your coding buddy. Follow these 3 easy steps to participate. Register by entering the team details on the contest portal. Prepare to enhance your coding and AI skill via self-learning material and AI bootcamps. Now that you have the skills required, it's time to show the world what you have got. Submit your project brief, project file, and the project video. Now all you have to do is sit back and wait for the results. Registration for Codeavour 2022 International starts on 10th of October. The last date to submit your project is 10th January 2023. You can register anytime between 10th of October and 10th of January 2023. The winners of Codeavour 2022 International will be announced on 31st January 2023. Participants stand a chance to win more than 60 prizes worth $20,000 in total. Along with the cash prizes up to $1,000, all the winners will also receive a medal, certificate, and the official Codeavour 2022 AI t-shirt. Participate in the biggest online AI and programming competition for kids with more than 3 lakh plus participants, 1,000 plus schools, 1 lakh plus teams from 90 plus countries. So, What are you waiting for? Registration starts today.
So I hope you all got a little overview, a little recap about Codeavour 2022, one of the biggest online coding competition. All right. So moving to today's session. So in today's session, we will be talking about Python programming, as I already mentioned. So starting with what exactly Python is. So I would say Python is very popular. It's a high-level programming language, object-oriented programming language. So Python is very popular and one of the most favorite programming language these days. It's in vogue these days. It's in trend these days. A lot of programmers are opting to learn and to code in Python only because the ease to use and because it is very flexible. You can use it for creation of your web application, for softwares, for your system scripting, and so on and so forth. So Python is very popular. It was created by Guido van Driessen and it was released in 1991. So this year is 2022, but Python was released in 1991, but it became popular in these years only. In these 3 to 4 years, Python became very popular among all the programmers, among all the creators, the coders. So yeah, now coming to what is the use of Python. So Python can be used for web development. So you have Amazon, you have Myntra, you have Flipkart, you have Cast24, you have so and so forth. There are so many web applications in which a lot of programmers have used Python for server-side scripting. Server-side scripting means script that will be running behind the scenes, that will be running on the server, okay, to execute something and to showcase that thing on the client side. Now, another use of Python programming is for software development. So Python is very much used for software development as well. A lot of programmers find it very easy to code in Python and make their softwares more interactive, easy to work, easy to code. Then Python is also used in mathematics. Yes, mathematics also. A lot of you might be like, mathematics, how? So when you grow up, you grow old, you go out for masters, you go out for, in the field of coding or artificial intelligence. And if you use Python, so you will be using Python in mathematics also. So in Python, you have a lot of mathematic functions that you can use to make it more easy, to make it more easy for not just for you all, for the public as well. Okay, it have a lot of built-in function, a lot of easy syntax that you can use to make any of the above web applications, software, system scripting. Then coming to system scripting, one of the major use of Python programming, building of an OS. So operating system like Windows, Mac OS, this Mac OS Ventura that is going to be released in the fall, in the winters this year. Then you have Windows, the Windows 11, Windows 10, 7, one of the most popular one. Then Linux and Unix system also, they have all used Python. And all, not just in the OS, they have used Python in the system application as well. So you have some built-in applications, right? You have some built-in applications like calculator in your desktop. You have file explorer, you have other built-in applications in your device. Those built-in application also uses Python. So Python is therefore one of the most popular programming language these days. It is very easy to use. The syntax is also easy to use. You can just, learn the syntax while you are coding. So you don't need to do the ratification thing. You don't need to read and write everything again and again so that you remember the syntax. No need for that. You just start coding, and when you start coding, you automatically will learn the syntax thereafter. Moving to the activity that we will be doing in today's session. So the activity that we will be doing in today's session is grade calculator. So all of you must have seen your teachers, having your report cards that you get after your examinations, in which you have your marks and then you have your grades. So I scored 92 in English, so I got A. I scored 99 in English, in science, then I got A plus. So how they do this is, nowadays it is automated. Teachers just put your marks, and then the system that the teacher is using, it automatically calculates your grade. Okay, so it automatically calculates your grade. So suppose my marks is 84, and then 86 in some other subject, then 82 in some other subject, then 95 in some other subject. Then it will calculate the grades according to that. And then it can give me a percentage as well. Like, okay, moving forward, so when we are making some grade calculator, we have some range that we have to follow. Okay, we have range like, if the marks is greater than 85, you will be getting A. If the marks is between 71 to 85, you will be getting B. Okay, if the marks is between 61 to 70, you will be getting C. And if the marks is between 46 to 60, you will get D. And if the marks are below 45, that means if the marks are less than 45, you will be getting E. So this is the range we have to work into to make our grade calculator. Okay, all right. Just give me a second, students.
Dear students, kindly ask your queries if you have any questions in the chat box, and we will be giving answers for these questions at the end of the sessions. So yeah, you can ask your questions.
Okay, all right. We will use if statement, right? So yes, RT, we will be using if statement. Yeah. Okay, so this is the range we have to work into to make our grade calculator. Okay, now moving forward. So once again, I'm telling you, if you have not downloaded Pictoblox application on your device, this is the right time to download it. So what you have to do, you just have to open your browser, type down download Pictoblox, open the first link. That will refer to the website over here. And you can choose your device like Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS. You can choose your device and you can download Pictoblox. All right. And the links will also be shared in the chat box. Okay, so giving you the activity overview. So this is what the activity looks like. You will be getting the grade as per your marks. So you will be giving the Pictoblox application your marks, and that will be giving you back the grades. Okay, now let's switch to Pictoblox application really quick and start our coding. And don't worry, guys, I will be taking up all of your doubts, so don't worry. Okay, and we will be having dedicated doubt sessions for you all, so don't worry for that also. Okay, so you have to open your Pictoblox application and then switch to the Pictoblox application's Python interface. All right, so this is what the Python interface looks like. So yeah. All right, so now what we have to do is we have to make a grade calculator. Okay, so for that, what I will be doing is I will be making a function. So what a function is exactly? So a function is, when you are making something, when you are telling a work, you are telling the computer to do a work, but you are defining it in a function. That means whenever you call that function, that work will be called. Okay, something similar is like via electric switch. So how do electric light, how do electric switch work? So if I want to turn off my fan, I will press the switch. The same switch to turn it off and turn it on. That means the switch is the function of the fan, right? So we have to make the function for calculating the grades. So for that, what I will do is I will be using a function. I will be using def. So def means define. So I will be using define def keyword to define a function. Okay, so I will just write grade here, and I will give a parameter. So what exactly parameters is? So parameter is just like, so suppose if you are making your Maggie, if you are making your Maggie and you want to add the magic masala, the magic masala that is inside, that comes inside the Maggie, that masala sachet. So it won't be completed until you add that sachet. So similar, we have parameters with the functions. So parameters are like that masala wala sachet. If you don't add that sachet, it won't cook. It won't give you the desired output that you need. So parameters are something that you can add in your function to make it more executable, and as well as to make it more reliable. Okay, so now we are going to define a function named as grade. So what I have named the function grade, and which parameter I'm passing a parameter of marks. All right. So I hope this part is clear to all of you. Rupashri ma'am, can you please tell me if there is any doubt related to this in the chat box?
No, actually, students are, they are downloading the Pictoblox still, and they're
Okay.
waiting for it to get downloaded. So it would be better if the session is little bit, just slower. And also,
Okay.
they are even asking some more questions, which we will be solving at the end of the session, which is not
Yeah.
related to Python for today.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. All right. So yeah, I hope the parameter part is clear to all of you. They are like the arguments that you have to add into a function to make it more reliable, to make the function do or give you the desired output. Okay, so now after defining a function, naming a function and defining a function, now we have to work on the definition of that function. What exactly we want it to do. So what we want to do is we want to add a if condition. Okay, if marks is greater than 85, that means if marks is greater than 85, I want the computer to return A grade. Okay, so what I'm doing, let's look at it once again. If the marks, I'm using a if condition, if the marks that the students are going to enter, if the marks of the student is greater than 85, then I want it to return A. So if this condition is true, then I will be getting, the student will be getting A as his grade or her grade. Okay, and suppose if this condition is false, then we want the computer to check the next condition. Remember the grade range that we were talking about? We have to use that range over here. Okay, now we will be using elif. So elif is like else if. Okay, so we will be using elif marks greater than, the next will be 70. right? So if the marks is greater than 70, then what I want to do, I want to give kids B grade. So if this condition is true, then the student will be given B grade. So suppose this condition is also false, then I have to add another condition. If marks is less than 60, then I want to give kids a C. Okay, if marks is sorry, it has to be greater than, my bad. I'm saying greater than, adding less than. Yeah, if marks is greater than 85, then I want kids to get A. If marks is greater than 70, then I want them to get B. If marks is greater than 60, I want them to get C. And if marks is greater than 45, I want them to get, sorry, D. So suppose all of these conditions are false. Suppose the student got 30 marks. Then what will be the grade? So for that, we will be adding else part of the condition, in which I will say if the marks is less than 45, the student should get E grade. So this is the condition, and this is the whole function named as grade, where we have one parameter named as marks. So once again, I'm going to give you a recap. What we have done, we have used def keyword to define a function named as grade, in which we are passing one parameter named as marks. Then we are adding the if conditions. So if the marks is greater than 85, then I want to return A. Suppose if this condition is false, then I want it to move to the next condition, and then I wanted to check the next condition. Okay, let's say I am giving the marks as 57. So these are my marks. Okay, first, what I will do, I will check this condition. Is my marks greater than 85? No, they are not. So I will move to the next condition. Is my marks greater than 70? No, they are not. I will move to the next condition. Is my marks greater than 60? No, they are not. Next condition. Is my marks greater than 45? Yes, they are. So I will be getting D grade for 57 marks. Okay, so this is how the conditions are going to work. And if all the conditions are false, then it will be going to the else part, where the student will automatically get E. So suppose if the marks are 9, the student will automatically get E. So if the marks are less than 45, student is going to get E grade. All right. I hope this part is clear to all of you. Okay. So any doubts till this point?
Yes, Vivek, there are few doubts.
Yeah.
And I'll be giving you the questions. The first question is, what is the use of return?
Okay, so return is like when the condition is true, we want the condition to return us something, right? So when the Maggie is made, we want the Maggie to be with us, right? So when the condition is true, we want A grade back. So when the student is having marks more than 85, in return, the student will get A. So return is just a statement that we have in the if condition in Python. We have return statement, which is used to give the output. So it will be giving us the output A. So whenever I will call out this function grade, and if I will be stating that my marks are 87, then I will be getting grade as A. So I hope this point is clear to all of you. Yes, Rupashi ma'am, next question.
Yes, the next question is, why are we adding colon at the end of the statement?
Okay, so we are adding colon is the reason for that is, so you can see that I want to define this function that I have made. So the definition that I'm adding is underneath the naming of the function. So this is the naming of the function. This is the definition of the function. So I'm adding the colon over here because I want to let the computer know that I'm not yet done with my function. I'm giving the definition underneath. Same for the if part also. So I'm not saying the if part is done because I want, if the condition is true, then I want this to be done, right? So this is the next statement of the if part. So therefore we have colon over here. Okay, it's just to attach all the things together. So once again, I'm telling you why we have the colons. We have the colons just to make the computer, ensure, make the computer inform the computer that the function or the definition or the conditional statement is not yet completed. There is some portion underneath it also. Okay, so if the condition is true, then I want it to move to this part, and this statement, if I remove this and add this, so it will not go further. It won't go after this. It won't check anything. Okay, so if this condition is true, then I want it to return this statement. So for that, I'm using the colon over here. Hope it is clear to all of you. Next question, ma'am.
Yes. What is the meaning of DEF?
DEF is definition. So DEF is the keyword for definition. Okay. So when in the question, if you have seen questions where teachers say define photosynthesis, define you know programming. So what they are doing, they are telling you to define something. So here also we want to define the function grade. So therefore we are using the keyword definition. So we don't use the whole word definition. Instead of it, we use the keyword that we have, which is DEF. Def. Okay. Next question, ma'am. Okay, someone is asking again and again that what is elif? Okay, so if you go in the block-based interface, you can see in controls we have this portion, right? If then else. And if I want to add another, I will add it here. So it will be else if, elif. That is elif. Okay, the other portion, else if. So if I want my condition to be big, if I want it to check many conditions, then I will be adding else if. So we have else if, but in Python, that is not, we cannot write else if here. We have to write elif, the short form. Elif means elif, else if. It's a keyword. Yeah, it's a keyword.
Yes. So the next question is, if we want to make 70 also be, so we will be using less than equal to or equal to less than, please tell me.
So it will be, so of course, what you can do is if I want the marks also over here to be, so suppose if I'm getting 70 marks and I want the students to get B. So for that, I can just add this equal to more than equal to 70. So if the marks are more than equal to 70, then I will be getting B. But to make it less complicated for you all, we are not adding equal to sign. We are just using more than sign over here. Okay.
Okay. So the next question is that why are we using return statement instead of print? Can we use print as well?
Okay, so here in Pictoblox, we have either sprite say. Okay, so if you go in block base once again, you can use printf when you're not working with Pictoblox. But if you go in if you're working in Pictoblox, you have to use return or the say. So if you look into this, you have this say function, right? Which is used to say which makes the Toby speak something, right? If I want the Toby to speak my name, then it will say my name. Okay, so we have that. We will be using it further on, don't worry. Yeah, you have to follow the indentation. Exactly. If you don't follow the indentation, your code won't work. Okay, now coming to the next part of the code. Any other questions, Rupa ma'am?
No, as of now, these many are the questions. And anything else, students, we will be solving it in the tomorrow's doubt session. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you find any difficulty, kindly do the program, and any difficulty you face, same timing, let us meet in tomorrow's doubt session. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Rupa ma'am. Okay. Now moving forward. So now what I want is I want to call this function. Okay. Now I want the children to check their grades. So now I will use sprite. So we have already by default we have this sprite equals to sprite Toby. So we have called out the Toby from sprite class, and we are storing it in sprite variable, which is made by default. So what we will be using, we will be using sprite function, which is sprite.say, in which we want the sprite Toby to say, hello, I am here to calculate your grades. Okay. After this, what I want Toby sprite to calculate my English grade. So suppose I got like 87 in English. So I can say grade for English is, I will give a space and I will concat the function grade, and I will add my marks 87. Okay, now I'm coming to the explanation of this particular statement. So what I want the Toby sprite to say is, I want it to say that the grade for English is, I'm giving a space and I'm concatening. So concatenation means I want one thing to join with another thing. So I want the grade for English that I have written over here to be joined with the grade function. So for joining these two together, I will be using the concat sign, which is plus sign. Okay. So yeah, this is the concat sign that I will be using. You cannot call any function inside double quotes. So these are double quotes. These are double quotes. You cannot call any function inside this double quotes. You have to call it outside the double quotes. And to call it and to print it with this particular message over here, you have to concat them together. And how to concat them? You have to concat them using the plus sign that I have used over here. Okay, now let's run this code and let's see how it is working. Okay. Grade for English is A. All right. So now you can see it is already always there on the screen on the stage. So to add a time limit, what I will do is I will just add a comma and add the time limit. Suppose if I want this message to be on the screen on the stage for 5 seconds, so I can just add comma, add 5. So if you remember in blocks, we have this block say for this much seconds. So this block will do, this block will make Toby say something for a particular amount of seconds, and we can increase the seconds, make it 5 if you want to. But in Python, we have to add it like this, a short form, comma, and then add the number of seconds you want it to display. Okay, now let's run it once again. You can see it's going to be there on the stage for 5 seconds. Yep, after 5 seconds, it's vanished. So this is how you make the grade calculator. Now I will be calculating my grade for other subjects also. So grade, okay, I'm forgetting the double quotes. Grade for mathematics is, I'm not a good mathematics student, so I usually tend to get like marks in 70. So let's say 75. I want this message to be displayed for 5 seconds. Okay, so now again, I will be calling out the sprite dot save function. Using this, I will be printing the grade for science is, then I will be concatenating the grade function, and I can say I score really well in science. And then I can just add seconds, let's say 5. Let's add one more grade for computer science is, as I'm a computer science student, so I score really well in computer science. Yeah. Now I can run it and let's see how it is going to display all the things. So first is going to say, hello, I am great calculator. So why it didn't say this is because I haven't added any time for it. So the time is 0 for it. So it's not going to say anything. So if I add 5 seconds here also, then it will say this. So now you can see, hello, I am here to calculate your grades. Then grade for English is A because I scored 87. Grade for mathematics is B because I scored 75. Grade for science is also A because I scored 92, which is more than 85. And grade for computer science is also A. All right. So this is how you make your grade calculator application in Pictoblox. Okay, now we are open to all the doubts that you guys are facing. Before that, I'm going to save my program. How I'm going to save my program, I can just rename it, the program over here, name it as grade calculator, and hit on the save icon. Now the project is saved. Okay, now I'm open to all the, okay, what is 5? So Francis, 5 over here is the seconds. So for how many seconds you want the message to be displayed. So if you go back in blocks, if you remember, we have this block which is say Vivek Verma or say any message for 5 seconds, for this much seconds. So in Python, how we display a message for a particular amount of time is using this way. I can increase the time. I can make it 10 seconds. I can make it 120 seconds. I can increase the seconds if I want. So 5 over here is the number of seconds I want this particular message to be displayed on the screen, on the stage over here. So if I'm going to run it, you will see that the first message and the rest of the message are displayed for 5 seconds. That means Toby is saying the particular message, each of the message over here for 5 seconds. Can we, so I didn't understand how to concat works and why we put some more brackets. Okay, so concat here, you can see concat is joining of two things. So I want Toby sprite to print a message with the grade. Okay, and how I'm calculating the grade using the grade function that I've made, right? So to calculate the grade, I will be calling the grade function and printing it with the message. For that, I have to use concat function, not concat function, concat sign, which is the plus sign over here, which is used to print message with the output of the grade function that I'm calling. Okay, it is just like making them print, making the or forcing the computer to print them together. If we want to get the number from the user, we will give the input command or any other command. Aarti, we will be talking about inputs from the user in the upcoming sessions. Don't worry. Right now, Aarti, we are focused on giving you or teaching you the easy concepts. Later on in the further sessions, we will be adding more and more concepts. Ahmed, we cannot share the presentations. Though we request you, if you face any problem, you can directly watch the session once again. Ahmed, as I already mentioned, we cannot share the presentation. So how can we ask any question to user in Python? Others, as I already mentioned to Aarti also, we will be using these kind of concepts in the upcoming sessions also. Can we turn into an app so that other users can use? Yes, we can. So please tell me, how can we ask question to user in Python? Others, I already mentioned. I have some doubts. Maybe, yeah, please share your doubts. Ahmed, I already said this, that we cannot share this presentation. What is the definition of a sprite? So a sprite is like a costume. So sprite, suppose Nyanashri, you are making a game or a storytelling or a movie, right? So in that particular thing, you need a costume, you need a character, right? So characters in Pictoblox are known as sprites. So it is showing error in Pictoblox. I'm trying to do code. Bina Devi, please tell me where it is showing the error.
Okay, students, if you're having still more doubts, we will be solving it in the doubt session.
Yeah,
Don't forget to, come to our Telegram group, join our Telegram group so that you will be getting regular updates on when we are conducting the doubt session and also when you will be coming live, all those things. So kindly join the Telegram group and it is in the pinned comment. So kindly join it. And also there are few more doubts, Vivek, like what is the use of a concat and how does it work?
yeah. So concatenation I've already explained, but I will explain it once again. So concat is to join a message with the calling of a function. So that is concatenation. So you can concatenate a message and a function together. So this is why I'm using concatenation. Yeah, you can change sprite in Python. Others, you can easily change sprite in Python. But I want to share my projects. You can share your projects in tomorrow's doubt session. You're more than welcome. Yes, Bina, you can change the sprite. Now I request all of you to fill the attendance come feedback form. The link will also be shared in the chat box. So I have a query. Does the player have to write down the marks in Python code? If not, then why you have written 14, 15, 16 section number like 5 or 80 plus 87? Okay, so Swati, let me tell you. Let me quickly switch back to Pictoblox, just a second. So Swati, I am calling the grade function that I have defined over here with the parameter marks. So I'm calling the grade function, entering my marks in it, and this 5 is for seconds. For how many seconds I want this particular message, this whole message to be displayed. Okay, this is the calling of my function, and this 5 is 5 seconds of having this message on the stage, of making the Toby sprite say this message. Okay, so 87 are my marks in English. So if I run this, you can see that Toby is going to say each message for 5 seconds. That is why I've added 5 in each of the message. Okay, I hope that is clear to you, Swati. Please kindly fill our attendance come feedback form. Swati, I hope now it is clear to you. I don't have the Telegram or any platform join the group. Aarti, you can join, you can download the Telegram. Kindly download the Telegram, because this Telegram is the official group where you will be getting all the updates and support as well. but my code isn't running. Please help. Nidhi, kindly tell me which error you are getting. So when you run your code in logs, you will be getting the number of errors that you have. Suppose if I remove a semicolon and run my code, sorry, a colon and run my code, it will show me that there is some error in line number. Also in line number 10 I have an error, so I can, yeah, just correct the error and run it again. So yeah, no, Adarsh, we don't have any WhatsApp group. Javik, I'm unable to understand this um error or anything that you have written over here. Error occurred while executing the Python code. Guys, don't worry if you're facing any error. You will be joining tomorrow's live doubt session, which will be on Zoom. The links are there. The links are also shared with you all, so you can join it there. Rupashri ma'am, I request you to please share the attendance come feedback form link in the
Yes,
session, in the,
already shared. I'll be sharing it again.
yeah. You can scan the QR code also. All right. So now I hope everything is clear to all of you. If it is not clear, do not worry. Code, start coding. Okay. Rewatch this session if you're facing any issue. Follow the indentation, follow the syntax of the Python program, and make sure that you are writing all the spellings correctly as well. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today's session. We will be seeing you tomorrow for the doubt session at the same time. So tomorrow we will be having two doubt session, one at 4 to 5 p.m., which will be purely in Hindi, 4 to 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Then we will be having another doubt session at 7 to 8 Indian Standard Time, 7 to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So you can ask your doubts over there as well, because they're asking the doubt, it will be very much easier. Rina, you can directly change your sprite from the sprite library. Yes, you can make age calculator in Python. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. It was very nice to see you all. I will be seeing you in the next session. Bye-bye.